What's up, you guys? Giordano Carretta here at the Burj Al Arab in Dubai. Today we're going to talk about mindset. Way too often people think that our environments and luck have a direct link to wealth. But what if I told you that it's all about your mindset, yourself, and the people that you surround yourself with? What if mindset, rather than chance, separates the rich from the poor? So today I will share with you 10 powerful tricks to reset your mindset. Are you ready? Number one, successful people see failure differently. A lot of people, they stop when they fail. Successful people, they fail until they succeed. Unsuccessful people see failure as, okay, I'm done, I cannot do it, it didn't work. Successful people look for more failure, fail faster, and fail more and more and more until they succeed. So start to see failure in a different way, because failure is not the enemy of success. Failure is part of success. That's tip number one. Number two, successful people see opportunity in risk. A lot of people, every time there is a risk, they don't take action because what if it doesn't work? What if this happens? What if this goes wrong, right? Entrepreneurs look for risk because the higher the risk, the higher the reward. And one thing that you will learn is that you cannot avoid risk, but you will learn to manage risk in a way that you will always make money in the long term. So do not avoid risk. Look for risk and become better so you can manage risk. When I started my business, I was in $30,000 in debt. I was a busboy and a soccer coach. I had no degree. I didn't know anybody. I've never done sales. So when someone showed me my opportunity, I had to put $5,000 to start and actually then turn into $10,000 that I didn't have. So that was a big risk for me. What if I didn't work, right? But what if I made that work? So always look at risk in a good way. Yeah, there is a risk that it couldn't go wrong, but what if it goes right? So the higher the risk, the higher the reward. Tips number three, successful people set big dreams and goals. So many times people have small dreams and small goals, and that's why they don't accomplish nothing. So I always tell people your dreams need to be bigger than your problems. Why? Because when your dream is so big, the problem is so small, there's no problem that can compete with your dream. So you want your dream to be so big that there's no problem that can stop you. So I like what Eric Corey said, you can tell the size of a man by the size of the problem that gets him down. So don't be that small man that with a small problem, it goes down right away. Be a problem solver. The bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. Don't forget that. So your dreams need to be bigger than your problems. Tip number four, successful people take responsibility for their action. Don't be that person that is always blaming the economy, the government, the taxes are too high. Take responsibility because wherever you are in life, you drove yourself there, and wherever you want to go, you can drive yourself there. So take responsibility in your life for your action, because the only person responsible for your success is yourself. I remember when I started my business, I was broke. I was in $30,000 in debt. I didn't finish school. I failed 3 years in high school. I didn't go to college. I didn't have any money. And I could blame all the things that happened to me. But the moment I took responsibility and the moment I said, Gio, it is your fault. If you're broke today, you have $30,000 in debt, you have nowhere to go, and you have no chance for the future, it is your fault. So the first thing that you need to do, Gio, is to take responsibility for where you are, because you drove yourself there. It's nobody else's fault. There's nothing else to blame. Take charge of your life, and the same way you drove there, you can drive yourself out of that situation. So take responsibility for your action. That's tip number four. Tip number five, successful people write their own story. This is a big one for me because when I was in school, I've done a lot of mistakes in my life. I've done drugs. I hang out with the worst people in the world. I failed 3 years in high school. Or everybody around me was telling me that I was a failure, that I couldn't succeed, that I was not gonna go anywhere. But I started writing my own story. I made that the best part of my story. So you have to be the person that writes your own story. Don't let other people tell you what you can and you can't do. Be the person that writes your own story, because you are the creator of your destiny. You can write the story of your life. And remember, the hardest part of your life, if you use it to your advantage, it can be the best thing that ever happened to you, because without my failure, without my struggle, without the hard time of my life, I wouldn't be here today inspiring thousands and thousands of people all over the world. All you have to do is that anything that happened to you, it doesn't happen to you, it happened for you. And it's up to you to take that circumstance, that situation, that challenge, the problem, and turn it into success. Tip number six, successful people know they have to sacrifice something in order to get what they want. They need to give up to go up. Every single person that you know, if you're not happy, let's say you're not happy where you are today, I can guarantee you that there's something that you need to give up in your life to go up. You have to be able to give up your old life to make room for the new one. If you want the new version of you to come, you need to give up the old version of you. So you need to make sacrifices. And most of the times, the things that we need to give up are the things that don't want to give up, the hardest one. The moment you let those things go, that's the moment when you create success. For me, I had to give up a lot of things before I became successful. I was wondering why I was not successful. I was smoking weed every day. I was going out and party every single time. I was surrounding myself with unsuccessful people, negative people every single time. I was watching Netflix, every TV show. I was watching every soccer game possible. I was spending all my time doing things that didn't make me money, and I was wondering why I was not successful. So in order for me to welcome the new version of myself, I need to give up and sacrifice a lot of things. Stop going out every party, stop hanging out with certain people, giving up weed, giving up alcohol for a while, or giving up going out every single time. So figure out what do you need to sacrifice in order to be successful. And if you're not willing to give something up, you're never gonna go up, because all the habits that you have, if you're not happy where you wanna be today, all the habits that you have got you where you are today. So I can guarantee you that there are some habits right now that you need to sacrifice in order for you to go up. Tip number 7, successful people look for residual income and want to create passive income. Unsuccessful people look at how they can trade their time for money, and they look for security and a safe salary that pays their bills. Successful people look for residual income. How can I make money without me being there? Because once I make money without me being there, I can buy back my time and I can have freedom. And freedom is way more important than money. The only way to achieve freedom is if you have passive income. You make money without you being there. So successful people always look for passive income, residual income, override. So look for a business that allows you to create passive income. And of course, you gotta work really hard for many years, but you have to have the possibility to create passive income. Like we're here in Dubai. I've been traveling for 1 month away from my country for the United States. And this is one of my best financial months. I made so much money this month while I was traveling all over the world. Why? Because I have passive residual income that come whatever I do in my life. And this is how I wanted to live life. So successful people always look for residual income, passive income, leverage income. Tip number 8, successful people rethink their habits. We talked about this before, but let's talk a little bit more about habits. So we all have things that we do on a consistent basis every single day. And if you want to become successful, if you want to change the person that you are, if you want to change your result, if you want to make money, you need to change some of those habits. You need to figure out what is some things that you're doing every single day that are holding you back from going where you want to be. And I told you about this before in the previous part of the video, but I had to change a lot of habits. I never read books before. I had to start reading books. It was something that I've never done before. I never dressed nice before. I never wore a suit. I never wore a tie. I had to start dressing nice, dressing for success. You gotta look like a different person. I had to give up weed. I had to stop smoking weed. That was a habit that I had every single day that was holding me back from going where I want to go. And how do you know those things? Always ask yourself, would the person that I want to recruit in my business join my business if they had a camera 24/7 on me and they see for 24 hours every single thing that I do? Would the person that I want to attract in my business do business with me? The answer is no. You got to change that habit. If let's say you're drinking every Saturday and Friday and you're partying and you're coming back wasted in your house, if you're the person that you want to attract in your business sees you have a camera on you, would they join your business? If the answer is no, you have to change that habit. If you don't have any successful friend around you that you hang out and you talk every single day, you got to change the people that you hang out with. So look for those habits that you need to change in order for you to make space for the new version of yourself. Tip number 9, successful people are precise and detailed. So if you want to accomplish something, you need to have a written plan step by step on exactly how you're going to accomplish, when you're going to accomplish, what are the people that you need to attract to accomplish those goals. You need to be very precise and detailed on knowing exactly what you want. Because if you don't know exactly what you want in every single details, how can you work towards that goal? So every successful person that I know exactly how many people they need to recruit in their business in order for them to accomplish their goal. How many people they need to help make 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 in order for themselves to achieve their goal. So you need to be very, very, very precise and detailed on everything that you want in life. I remember when I first started working in this business, I have multiple whiteboards all over my house, and every single whiteboard had every single goal that I want to accomplish. How much money I want to make, what car I want to drive, the detail of the car, the interior, the color, what house do I want, how much money do I want in the bank, how many people do I want to help, how much money I want to give back, how much money I want to give as a tip when I go to the restaurant, what kind of clothes I want to buy. Every single thing was detailed, very, very, very precise, so that I could make an action plan on exactly how to accomplish that, because I was so clear on what I wanted. I wanted to become a different person. I want to speak multiple languages. I wanted to speak on stage. I wanted to be famous. Like all those things that were written exactly detail by detail, step by step on my whiteboards all over my house. Tip number 10, last but not least, successful people help other people. I wish I understood this sooner, because when I first started my business, all I could think is me, myself, my success. I gotta make money, I gotta be successful, I gotta buy this, I gotta buy that, I gotta get the car, I gotta travel to Dubai, I gotta do all those things. And that is okay to have selfish goals, but you can only accomplish those goals if you serve others. Once you understand this, your life will transform. And it's also the best thing in this business. It's not accomplish your own goals, but to see someone else accomplish their goals. That gives me the best emotion of my life. I remember when I helped my first distributor accomplish his goal, and he had this dream of celebrating on a tropical island with a glass of champagne, watching the sunset on a boat. And a year and a half later, when we started working together, we accomplished that dream. We went to Hawaii, 5-star vacation, ocean view. We took that boat, went on the ocean, watched that sunset, drink that champagne, watched exactly every single detail how he dreamed it. And every time I think about this and I talk about this, I get goosebumps, because that was one of the best moments of my life. And that's when I understood what life is all about, what success is all about. Success is not about buying nice things and making money. Success is about how many people are you helping make money, because if you have enough people get what they want, you will automatically get what you want. I wish I understood that sooner. So put people first, put their goal first, make their goals your goals, and your goals automatically will happen because of that. Take care.